Hello, Yeet Nation, and welcome to the pre-intro to my next vlog. This year, we're going to New Mexico. I'm extremely excited for this. We went to Florida a couple years back, and that was the only other state that I had been to besides Texas, and I don't count the states we had to drive through to get there. We did stay for one night in Mobile, in Alabama, but I don't really count that either because it's just one night. So this time we're going to New Mexico, so Fort Worth to Roswell, New Mexico specifically. It's basically about a 6-hour drive. It's going to be a whole lot of deserts and probably not much interesting to the actual trip there. But once I get there, I will vlog the tour of our Airbnb. This is supposed to be a much nicer one than the previous ones, which would be Rockport and Galveston, which both those trips I did upload. This one I'm hoping to be much higher quality. I'm just trying to be less of an idiot when I'm filming, so any shots that are outside, I'm going to be using my phone, not this camera, because it was, I think, the Galveston vlog, the shots where I was on the beach, the wind was just way too obnoxiously loud. In fact, I had to edit jazz music over it. It was that bad, so I'm gonna be a bit smarter this time. But first, let me just do a quick tour. This is all my just college stuff I took out of my backpack. I got 3 fits, 3 underwear, 3 socks, 3 shirt, all that good stuff. This is a view of our gaming setup, so whenever we're filming videos talking about some dumb crap as we are, this is where the magic happens. Got this is the mic we use, my Cowboys wallets, a couple of the clothes I'm bringing to New Mexico are Cowboys themed, just because that's what I do. I have Cowboys themed everything. This is my gaming chair. I don't think I've showed this, because last time, actually let me turn the light on. Last vlog where I did show a small bit of my room, it's changed since then. This is my new gaming setup. I have my Xbox One S. I'm planning on getting my first job this summer and buying the new console, because there's a bunch of games coming out that I really want to play, but they're only on the current system. And there's my PS4, which I really only bought to play God of War 2018, and then Ragnarok came out, but I haven't got to play Ragnarok yet. This is also fairly new. It's a Cowboys cup. This thing's freaking amazing. It's stainless steel or something like that, but it keeps your drinks cold for hours. My short days at the college I go to community college. My short days are Monday and Wednesday. I go from 11 to 1:50. But I actually leave the house at 9. I have to wait 2 hours before class starts because the traffic system, the parking is so bad up there. But this thing, I could wake up at 9, well, 8. I could wake up at 8, put a drink in there, leave, come back home at around 2 o'clock, and it'll still be cold. This thing is the bomb. So I absolutely love that thing. That's going to go on the trip with me. I'm going to be also bringing this flashlight that I got for Christmas a couple years ago. Whoa, why does it look like that on there? But yeah, I've been rambling for way too long for just this intro section. I will catch up with you when we're about to head out at 6:30 tomorrow morning. Catch you there, Yeet Nation. Alright, what is up, Yeet Nation? It's currently the next morning, 6:39 Sunday morning. We're going to be heading out fairly soon, and I will catch you when we get there. What's going on, Yeet Nation? So, we're in New Mexico. We have been for a while, and there's absolutely nothing here. I've been getting some B-roll footage the entire time, but we just took this stop here at this historical marker, and we're gonna be early for the Airbnb. Opening time is at 4. We're gonna get there about 2 hours early, so we have some time to mess around and we have a nice steak dinner and I guess get to the Airbnb and do a tour. That'll be it for this first day, and then we head out and the action will really be tomorrow. Alright, what is up, Yeet Nation? We are officially in the Airbnb for New Mexico. As I said, we're gonna be here for 3 days. So the rest of today we're gonna have a dinner. All of Monday, which I think we're gonna do like this UFO museum, and then Tuesday is a zoo, and then we will leave on Wednesday. So that's the plans. I'll just do a real quick tour here. This is my bedroom. This house has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Actually 3 bedrooms, yeah. So me and Gavin each have, this is gonna be mine. The one across is Gavin's, and then that's the bathroom right there. This is just the stuff that I brought. Here's my headphones, my phone, that cup that I raved about, and this, which I actually forgot to mention, is the trail cam. So I'm gonna stick this in the backyard and see if we can get some interesting New Mexican wildlife, and if I do, I will include it in the video, but if I don't find anything, then it'll just be a lost cause. But yeah, you know, you won't know if you don't try, so that's what that's about. Quick rundown of the rest of the tour. This will be my parents' bedroom for the 3 nights we're gonna be here, and apparently a 3rd bathroom. So they got 3 bathrooms in here. That's kind of bougie, or bougie. I don't know how you say it. Then they got another bathroom there, and then that just leads to the garage, and then kitchen. Got a bunch of good snacks and whatnot, and finally the dining table. So that's just a quick rundown of the house tour. I'm gonna try to go for it.
Okay. Hey,
I hit it.
you did hit it.
I think it's in a better position.
Let me try this on here.
Did that really even do much?
It didn't do anything.
That was super ineffective.
Yeah, it was that was no bueno, is what that was.
It's like when they use Zeke to run up the middle for like 2 yards.
Yeah.
So we're just getting kind of settled down. This bed. This seems pretty good. They're just playing pool in there right now, and we're just kind of settling down before we go out to dinner. We're gonna set up this trail cam out in the backyard, and again, hopefully get some cool footage off of that. This is more desert, so armadillo. I have no idea what we might get or may not get. But also, I failed to mention, we went to the store. We went to Target, bought a couple things. There's this brand new soda out called Starry. It's like a combination of like lemon and lime, and it's a competitor to Sprite and 7-Up. I was gonna do a live taste test on camera and give my thoughts of it. I'll rank it from a 1 to 10 scale. I gotta wait for it to get cold though, because it was only just put in the fridge, so I have to wait a couple hours. The sun will probably be down when I'm testing that Starry, but you just beware, that Starry review is gonna be legit. Catch you then, Yeet Nation. Alright, yet another update. So, the place we're gonna be eating dinner at is a place called Cattle Baron. It had better reviews than Texas Roadhouse, so that's pretty interesting. And I'm very picky, and I typically don't like trying things, but I guess this will be one of those exceptions. And from what I've learned over the years is that in general, places tend to be the same. Like if you've had fried chicken at one restaurant, go to another restaurant, that fried chicken is going to taste relatively the same. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. Probably get like a ribeye, I guess. Not exactly sure. And instead of just saying, hey, we went to this place and it was good, I'm going to actually throw up some photos of the food. So that's what I will do. And we still have not set up the trail cam yet. We're going to do that. Alright, what is up, Yeet Nation? We just got back from Cattle Baron, and that was pretty good. I will give a more in-depth review of that later, but we got this brand new soda. It only came out a few months ago. It's called Starry. It's lemon and lime flavor, and it's kind of like a Sprite and 7-Up, and Gavin is going to be doing the first taste test ever. We have never
heard of it before.
we've never tried, well, no one's heard of it until like 2 months ago. So none of us have ever had this, so let's give it a go.
It smells very limey.
Okay. Well, there that goes. Alright.
It smells like, what is it? Mountain Dew.
Bottoms up.
When you know it tastes like Mountain Dew too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just tastes like bad Mountain Dew.
Alright, let me get in on this. Oh, depth perception is crazy here.
It tastes like more bitter Mountain Dew.
It doesn't taste like bitter Mountain Dew, it just tastes like Sprite / 7-Up. It's literally just Sprite.
No, yeah, no, it's Sprite, not Mountain Dew.
Okay. Here you go, dude. You want to give it a shot?
Here. I'm getting confused. I haven't... Lemon soda's not my thing.
Yeah, 7-Up.
Yeah.
That's 7-Up. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So we just got back from Cattle Baron. The reason I'd never heard of it is because there's only 7 locations in the United States, apparently. 5 of them in the United States, 2 of them are in Texas, but the only 2 in Texas is Midland or El Paso, which is quite far from Fort Worth, so I'd never had them before. In overall, I give this a 9.5 out of 10. I definitely think it was worth the hype. It was higher rated than Texas Roadhouse, which is where we were originally going to go, so we decided to go to Cattle Baron instead. And it was pretty good. So I had previously mentioned that I feel like every restaurant's kind of just like the same thing. And that was true for the fries. The fries just tasted like any other fries I had. Applebee's, Cotton Patch, Chili's, you name it, the fries just tasted standard. But the chicken was very good. It wasn't like anything I had at other restaurants. It was a unique flavor. It was super tender, easy to eat. I eat my chicken with a fork because that's just what I do. And it was really good. So, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. The only slight complaints I have is that we had to wait a little while, but they were quite busy, and there was this lady being really loud and annoying that sat to the right of us. But you know, that's not the restaurant's fault. So 9.5 out of 10, pretty dang good. I would go again. However, we're probably not going to be back here in New Mexico, so you know, this is just like a one-time thing. But that's how it is. And now we are going to set up this bad boy out in the backyard. I'm going to place the trail cam in a spot where I think I will get a creature. And then each night, I will move it to a new location. And when I get back to the house at Fort Worth, I will plug it in and review the footage, because I won't be able to check if I have anything in there or not until we get back to the house. This is my trail cam. Has 4 AA's in there, and they got a little micro SD up there, and you just turn it on, and whenever a creature walks by it, it will go off. Hopefully. It's not foolproof. It can fail, and I just have it on my tripod kind of screwed on there. We're going to set this up and try and get some creatures. So we just got this trail cam set up in there. There are some tracks, which is very promising. So if we're going to get anything, I think it's going to be here. But I haven't showed off the backyard yet. So here in New Mexico, apparently they have big trees, and they're supposed to be super surprising to me. The Whomping Willow tree, it's apparently a real tree. It's a real species of tree. I, quite frankly, can't believe that. But it's real, and they have a bunch of painted rocks here for some reason. But yeah, pretty standard backyard, I would say, but I'm really banking on this. I hope we can get some nice footage from that. Again, I won't know until I get back to the house. But yeah, that's about it, E Nation. Okay, so I've done a bit more testing. We even took some Sprite and some Starry and poured it into 2 different cups to see if we could determine the taste test, and Gavin could not. But me tasting them directly afterwards, it is slightly different. I would say Sprite is like a point better than Starry. So I would rate Starry a 5, and I would put Sprite like a 6, because this is never what I would drink. Like, if I have an upset stomach, I'm drinking Sprite. But other than that, I'm not drinking Sprite. So that's my take on it. There's definitely no point in buying Starry. Just get a Sprite or a 7-Up, or I'm sure there's other brands out there. But overall, just kind of underwhelming. All right, what is up, Yeet Nation? That's the start of day 2. We visited the Alien themed McDonald's here in Roswell. I grabbed up the trail cam. Damn it, it's not focusing. I grabbed up the trail cam. Can't check the footage yet, of course. But I'm about to take a shower, and then we're gonna head out to the museum and maybe some souvenir places. We're gonna go to some souvenir places and get some cool stuff to bring back home. And I guess we'll do some exploring around the city as well. And that will be it for day 2. There we go.
Hey, look, in the midst of all this weirdness, you got old-timey sound stuff.
Ooh.
Old-timey.
Is that a typewriter?
I'm not sure if that's a typewriter or if that's some kind of coding machine.
It looks like a typewriter.
Well, I'll tell you right there. That's a teletype. Teletype message.
What is a teletype?
Yeah.
Said it was a weather balloon.
Yeah, they said it was a weather balloon.
They do got a whole lot of information.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'd have to sit here and read this whole darn thing.
I think that would be Uncle John. He probably would.
Is this some kind of incubation thing?
I'm sure 24. 24 is a nice medium where it can. It's not too zoomed in, but not too far out. This is like caveman drawing.
The crazy alien guy with the crazy hair.
From that show.
There he is right there.
So this is
It's like a little magnet or a little button or something. Keychain.
see, the quality is pretty good when it's light.
Yeah.
Roswell, New Mexico. Cave of Swords.
Look at that. That's some kind of. That's biscuit.
That's cool. Right there. Oh, here's the fossils.
Wow, look at that one. That tail.
I mean, yeah, the main huge one.
Yeah.
This is the kind of fossils that I've seen in geology class. Got some petrified wood. Yeah, that's definitely wood. Alright, Yeet Nation, we just got back from the museum and lunch at Martine's Capital Cafe. I'll explain that more in depth later, but we got some stuff at the museum. We also went to a rock shop. So at the museum, I got this nice hat, UFO Museum Roswell. I got these are a pencil sharpener and eraser, little UFO things, which is a very common trend because it's all, you know, alien stuff. We got 2 of these little chili pepper things for a Christmas tree. Roswell, New Mexico, nice ornaments. A couple little jewelry things. I don't know, I didn't ever look at those. A purple pen. Purple's my favorite color, so I want as much purple stuff as I can get. This right here. International UFO Museum, Roswell, New Mexico. Got another chili pepper. And I also got this, the International UFO Museum, Roswell little necklace thing. And then moving on to here, we got a cool little alien guy. Cool little alien guy. Another alien thing. Little alien things. A lot of alien. We also got this. It's one of the 3 license plates that I've seen here for New Mexico. They have a lot of them for some reason. And it's a chili pepper one with alien influence. But that's not all. We also got a couple games because we're pretty much done with the activities for today. So we're just going to wind down and play some games. We got Jenga, or Jumbling Tower as these people want to call it. Got some alien toys for Peanut. Uno. Regular traditional Uno. And Star Wars Uno. And then we got some chess, checkers, and Chinese checkers. So that's nice. So we're gonna be playing these games for pretty much the rest of the day, I guess, and sort of winding down. All right, you nation. So here's my quick review of Martine's Capital Cafe, Roswell, New Mexico, for lunch today. It was pretty decent. The chips. So the queso, the chips and queso, I'll start with the queso. The queso was a lot more like On the Borders queso, if you know anything about that. And the chips were good, they were fresh. They had this little orange seasoning on them. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was pretty good. And as customary, every single Mexican place I go to, I always get enchiladas. So I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, but this was quite different than what I'm used to. They put some onions on there. I chose green chili because the guy said it was less spicy. Even though I do like spice, I didn't know how spicy. I just went with the less spicy option. And had some peppers on there and an egg, which I took the egg off because I don't want to eat an egg. I mean, an egg on an enchilada just sounds kind of like weird to me. But overall, it was a little bit spicier than what I'm used to back at Texas. I guess this is more authentic Mexican because Tex-Mex, I mean, it's Texan, but this is in New Mexico, so it's it's gonna be a bit different. But it was a pretty good place. I mean, I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10. That's my official rating for Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell, New Mexico. Also, why is this not focusing? Like, come on, man. I think it's just because I'm moving it a lot, but that's my official review for Martine's Capital Cafe. Alright, you nation, but just what every programmer needs, a good meal. So today, we're going to be trying some Pocky cookies and cream flavor. I've never had Pocky in my life. This will be essentially a blind taste test sort of thing.
I'm tasting it.
Well, I'm trying it too. You can't just have Monopoly.
What if it's just really good and I eat it all?
Well, that'd be kind of annoying, but it'd be pretty interesting for the video, I guess. 3 hours later. I'm trying to film the vlog here. Okay, taste test.
Oh. That's good.
What's it like?
It's like eating an unsweetened pretzel with cookies and cream.
Let me have one. Alright, so let me get a good shot of this. So, it looks like a birch tree. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good snack. We went to the rock store and we got a couple of cool rocks. We got a replica arrowhead, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is a lab coat that we just got from like a random store, and I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna have a major drip. So I'm gonna get the drip on and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Alright, you nation, so we've just been messing around for quite a while. We're gonna go to dinner here in a little bit. Well, I don't know if in a little bit, but we will go to dinner. I think we're gonna go to IHOP, which is a familiar place. So I probably won't do a review for it because if we do in fact go to IHOP, it'll just be me getting the same thing. But if we do go, I'm gonna be wearing my drip. So I actually have it buttoned up all the way as well. Well, not all the way. It's a bit tight, so I couldn't button it all the way, but I did button it. So I have no issues with looking stupid out in public. So I'll be wearing this just because. So that's the rest of the plans. And tomorrow we're gonna go to the zoo, and that's the only plans for tomorrow. We're gonna go to the zoo, which is always a good time. And then after that, everything will be done. And then I don't really know what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the day. And then after that, we head back to Fort Worth. 6-hour drive, yet again, all the way back to Fort Worth. But this was a fun trip. I definitely liked this trip, and I will do my best to try and get this edited and uploaded as soon as I can. I'm not going to wait several months like I did for the other vlogs in the past. You know, just kind of tired of being lazy. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's about it for right now. IHOP, but Gavin ended up falling asleep, so we got some Pizza Hut instead. And I'm not going to bother doing a review because it's just Pizza Hut and I've had it a million times. And so that's really all we're going to be doing for the rest of the day. And tomorrow we're going to the zoo and an aviation. It's not really a museum, it's kind of like an airplane sort of thing. Alright, E-Nation, so I got up not just too long ago. Today is going to be the main day of action. We're going to the museum, airplane museum. I think it's a museum at least, and the zoo, but we're going a bit later today because it's pretty cold out there right now. It's 37, so we're just going to wait for it to warm up because this is our last main day that we're going to be here, because we're going to head out in the morning, so we're not doing anything tomorrow. So this will be the last day we're here.
Spring River Park and Zoo.
Alright, E-Nation, so we're here at the zoo. We're going to check it out. Seems like a pretty small, low-key zoo, but the airplane place was closed because no matter where we go, the airplane place is either closed or moved because of course. But we're going to check this. We're going to check this zoo out and see how it's going. Here we go. We got a llama here from the zoo. It's pretty cool.
A ferruginous hawk.
Oh no, my battery's down. Oh well. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, we had one. Almost that big, but it wasn't that color. Ours are more white. Like white and gold.
Capybaras.
There they are in the water over there. You see them?
That's a turkey?
That's a big giant turkey right there.
Yeah, that's a turkey, alright. Where's the capybaras?
Over there.
Ooh, the water.
They're kind of like a beaver, right?
Sort of. I think they're the largest land mammals, right?
Rodent. Austin.
The rodents?
We're larger than them, and we're land mammals, Austin.
Well, I knew they were the largest something.
They're the largest rodent, I think.
Okay. That's cool.
Long leg.
Turkey and
that's
I
like
think
a
a
crane or
stork
something, I
maybe.
think.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah, there it is, the other one over there. So dang bright. My battery's also pretty low too. I might have.
Here they come.
Yes! Yes!
Look.
Oh! I caught something interesting.
Cool. What are they doing?
They're running around over there by that tree now.
They're bigger than you think they'd be.
They're the largest rodents.
That's bigger than Peanut.
Yeah. Yep. Gavin, I caught the footage of capybaras running.
Yeah. They're big old huge ones.
It looks like a moose. It's not gonna work.
Moo. What if it did work? And you come over here and start wolves.
Yeah.
Two of them. There's one on the hill, laying down, and there's a guy right here.
They look like small wolves.
I mean, that's kind of what they are.
Is there three? Ooh, you smell like milk?
I don't smell anything.
Oh,
Let me look at that thing.
moo.
First of all, that's a cow.
There's a llama, I think.
Dude, that thing is huge.
Okay.
My camera died, so I got to film the rest of my phone, but that's not the worst thing in the world because the phone is obviously still pretty good quality. And look at the antlers on that, dude. So yeah, that's the elks.
I'm not sure where we. Oh my God!
What are we coming up?
When does that kid know to shut up?
He doesn't. What are we coming up across, Gavin?
Hmm?
With the map, what are we coming up on?
I think beavers.
Okay, everyone loves beavers, so that's cool. Bobcat. That doesn't really look like the bobcat I have. They can run up to 30 miles an hour, and they put their back feet in the same spots where their front feet stepped to reduce noise when hunting. Red lynx, wildcat, lynx rufus. That's pretty cool sounding.
Lynx rufus.
Yeah. Lifespan of 5 to 15 years in the wild, up to 30 years in captivity.
They live 30 years?
In captivity.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently so. No predators or anything to hunt them.
Oh my. Look at him. He looks like a rock. Or
Where's
a
he at?
ball.
You see?
I think.
Is that a rock or is that the bear?
I can't tell.
There's a ball.
Okay.
That's a ball, yeah.
So it is a ball. It's not looking. It's not a bear that looks like a ball.
Yeah. The coat of a black bear is shaggy and usually black. Wow, you don't say. But can also be dark brown, cinnamon, or yellow brown. Eyes are brown, blue at birth. Skin is light gray. That's interesting. Omnivores, plants, fruits, nuts, insects, honey, salmon, small mammals, and carrion. Most of their diet is plant-based.
It's got over there.
Right there where that little space is, and he just keeps rotating
Oh.
his head.
There it
Maybe.
is.
And there's like
There
a
it is.
couple of them in there.
I see it.
You can see it better
There
on the
you
other
go.
side. I'm gonna go to that side and look.
Okay.
I see it now. Wow.
There's like a couple of them in there.
Yeah, I see it now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh, hawk. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Native there here in Texas.
A
Though.
ring-tailed lemur mob will gather in open areas of the forest to sunbathe. They sit in what some call a yoga position with their bellies toward the sun and their arms and legs stretched out to the sides. That's probably a more plausible solution.
Predators.
Look at that.
Look.
You might not want to do that, Ben.
Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah, don't get bit by a donkey. That's
I'm
cool
sure
though.
He's okay. There.
Geese.
Gooses.
Geese. Now this is the authentic Texan experience right here. Longhorns.
Bevo.
So are they native to Texas?
I think they're native to the Southwest.
Oh. I mean, the point is, it's pretty Texan.
Mm-hmm.
An old vice.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty rusty. Looks pretty rusty.
It says 35.
Hmm.
Is that 1935 or 1835?
Probably 19. Because if it was 1835, they'd specify. Pony.
The Shetland pony.
Hair on my face all the time, bro.
What up, bro? What up, bro? No, what up, bro?
No, he's too scared of you.
Huh? I don't have nothing to eat. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing to eat. Sorry.
Kind of has like a emo haircut.
Mm-hmm. Although if you pulled some weeds, if you pulled a random weed,
Mhm.
they would eat it.
More donkeys. Well, the same donkeys.
There's actually one more donkey. That's the black donkey.
That's not a donkey.
Is that a pony?
That's a pony. Hey, bro, you just called it a donkey. You know that show Walking with Dinosaurs? Well, this is Walking with Donkeys. Alright, E-Nation. We just got back from the zoo. We had lunch. This is the llama that we bought at the zoo. And we just had Subway. And I had a pizza sub with pepper jack cheese and toasted. And then the rest was just regular. I didn't put anything else on it. And that was pretty good. And then obviously the macadamia cookies, which are probably the single best thing at Subway. I love those. And so now we're just winding down our day. Of course, the museum, which we're not even really sure if it was a museum, ended up being closed because they're only open for a couple hours a day, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so that's gonna be about it. We're just gonna chill for the rest of the day, probably play some games, and then we'll be heading out tomorrow morning back to Texas, and that will be this trip wrapped up. So thank you for watching Yeet Nation, and I will see you soon. Alright, Yeet Nation, we just got back from a Mexican restaurant called Antigua for dinner, and gotta say, quite frankly, very disappointing. So This one's the first. This is gonna be the first restaurant here in New Mexico I give a negative score. Well, not a negative score, but I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10, which is not passing. So the cool novel thing about this place is that they had blue corn and red corn, I guess you call them, chips, which I'd never seen before. However, their queso was not queso; it was actually just like melted cheese,
just real cheese.
That was extremely stringy and hard to separate. And then as far as the actual food goes, the ordering process was quite annoying because
Took a while.
They asked like 55 questions. Do you want this on it? Do you want that on it? And it's like, oh my god. Every single place we've been here, like buying souvenirs and stuff, they're always so slow. But I mean, at least souvenirs are cool. At least I have a hat that says UFO Museum in Roswell. But this case, we had to wait. The wait wasn't really forever, but the ordering process took a while just for some mediocre food. So
Mine was very bland.
Yeah, Gavin, so give your review of what you had.
The pork belly tacos were very bland.
And he had some sauce that didn't really make a difference,
It
apparently.
was just spicy. It didn't, like, add flavor.
Was it bland because it was dry?
No, it wasn't, like, dry.
So it was
just
actually...
didn't have flavor.
It was tortillas. I don't think you've had a soft taco up until now, right?
No, I've had soft tacos. They're just not my favorite.
Oh, okay. And I had cheese enchiladas. But since I'm very picky, I had to take off a bunch of the stuff, and what I ended up was just some enchiladas with cheese, and that was it, and it was very, 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 very bland, not very good at all. So unfortunately, this is going to be the worst restaurant that we have tried here in New Mexico, but you can't get all W's, you know what I'm saying? But basically now we're just going to pack up, and we're going to have a shower, and we're going to hit the road in the morning. We're going to head back to Texas, and I will get to editing this video. I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm off to pursue my editorial prowess, as I might say, and I am going to get this uploaded in a spiffy. So that's just me talking some bunch of nonsense, and that's about it for now, Yeet Nation. Okay, so I completely forgot to mention, for all of my restaurant reviews here, they had Coke. Hallelujah, man. Every single restaurant in Texas, I want Coke. They say, we don't have it. We have Pepsi. Well, I don't want Pepsi, man. I want Coke. And then if I want Mountain Dew, they're like, no, we don't have Mountain Dew. So here, New Mexico has that going for them. They always have Coke, and I appreciate that to the fullest extent. But the food for that final restaurant really wasn't good. But the other ones were pretty good. Martine's Capital Cafe was really good. Cattle Baron was pretty good. Can't really remember the other ones. We had Subway for lunch today. That's not really a restaurant, but it was pretty good because that was my first time ever trying Subway. I tried a lot here. I tried enchiladas with the green sauce at Martine's Capital Cafe. I tried Pocky for the first time. I tried Starry. I tried a bunch of stuff really that I'd never tried before. So I mean, it was a learning experience, if nothing else. Pretty fun trip, though. I really loved the zoo. The airplane museum turned out to not be a museum, which was kind of disappointing. Everywhere we try and go, the airplanes are never available, or it's moved, and that's just, you know, how it goes.
You still in Ramsden?
Yes, I am, because that's what I do. And, yeah, I think we're just gonna pack up. This is my pile of dirty clothes right here, and I have this trash bag. We're gonna put all the dirty clothes in there, and we'll take showers, and we will hit the road in the morning. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but yes, Coke, the New Mexico restaurants, they got Coke, and I love that. I might as well show off this too. This was the map from the zoo. Pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for watching, Yeet Nation. Alright, Yeet Nation, it's the morning, we're heading out. We're getting packed up. I had to take everything out to bed. We're going to finish getting up all this stuff, and we're going to head back to Texas, and that'll be the end of the vlog. So I thank you for watching this vlog, Yeet Nation, and we'll see you in the next Skyrim video, which will be uploaded probably Thursday or Friday, I'd imagine. So yeah, we'll see you then.